Hey there, interwebs, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Russell's Guide to Monsters. This one's going to differ a little from the usual format, so put on your foil hat now because I've got a crazy theory. Certain chimeral leonine hybrids, such as griffins, sphinxes, and manticores, but ironically not the chimera herself, are actually insects. It all started one night when I was working on sphinxes for my own fantasy setting and trying to decide on whether or not they should have wings. Sphinxes of Greek mythology do have them, but Egyptian depictions generally don't. Greek sphinxes also have female heads, whereas Egyptian sphinxes have male heads, hence their alternative names of gynosphinxes and androsphinxes. Cory Bing's fantasy-inspired webcomic Skin Deep splits the difference and remains faithful to these classic depictions by saying sphinxes do have wings, but only the females. These aren't the only mythical leonine hybrids, however, which gain or lose wings across gender lines. A griffin traditionally has the body of a lion with the head, wings, and taloned limbs of an eagle or other large bird of prey, but not always. As we've covered in previous episodes like parts 2 and 3, Things with Wings, there are a lot of griffin variants, and some of them, such as the Keythong, lack wings. A modern term for a wingless griffin is a demigriff, but in 15th century heraldry they were most commonly referred to in blazon as male griffins. This implies that the winged versions are all female, which some traditions do claim, because otherwise, why specify? In addition to androsphinxes, Egyptian mythology also gives us the Hyraca sphinx and the griffin variant known as the Axix. Both have the head of a hawk on the body of a lion, but only the Axix has the wings of a hawk as well. Although I couldn't find any period indications of their genders in this case, I'd say we have enough contextual data to take a guess. The androsphinx, as its name indicates, is male, and the related criosphinx is a lion with the head of a ram, which is an intact male sheep. I think it's safest to assume that the Hyraca sphinx is male as well, and the winged Axix could be a female Hyraca sphinx if we follow the trend. That's some extreme sexual dimorphism that you just don't see in vertebrates. There are also no vertebrates with more than 4 limbs, to the fullest extent of our knowledge, but you know what does have 6 limbs? Insects. The most numerous insects on Earth are ants, and they belong to the suborder Apocrypta, along with wasps and bees. Many species within this suborder exhibit significant sexual dimorphism, including the presence or absence of wings. The best example which came immediately to mind was the Agonidae family of fig wasps. Not only are the females of many species notably larger than their male counterparts, they also have wings which the males lack. According to some, Greek gynosphinxes also have venomous serpent-headed tails. Many species of wasps also have venomous rear ends, and if you've ever been stung by one, I guarantee you it was a female. This is because true venom-injecting stingers are modified ovipositors, or egg-laying organs, so obviously they aren't present on males. Could sphinxes actually be some sort of wasp, and might griffins be another kind of apocryton? I don't see why not. There's already an entire sphinx genus of moths, and the antlion is both a mythical combination of insectoid and leonine features and the larval stage of certain real-life lacewing flies. I'm not the first person to take fictional leonine creatures in a more insectoid direction either. As mentioned in my Guide to Monsters episode 2, the manticore from A Song of Ice and Fire seems to be a scorpion-like insect. I'd say arachnid, but it clearly has only 6 legs in the show and the books don't specify. In addition to a humanoid face with 3 rows of teeth, the manticore of Persian mythology also possesses a venomous tail. According to some accounts, this tail is like a scorpion's stinger, but in others it has venomous spines like porcupine quills which it can shoot like arrows. Even if they aren't quite consistent on the tail, classical sources still agree that the manticore did not have wings, but that hasn't stopped the feature from being added in more modern depictions. Maybe these are the females? Also, contrary to popular belief, porcupines can't actually shoot out their quills as projectiles, but I know another kind of animal which can. Tarantulas. Almost all New World tarantulas have what are known as urticating hairs or bristles, which are specialized abdominal setae that these spiders can forcibly throw at an attacker in a moment of danger. The bristles are believed to cause mechanical and chemical harm to their victims, which in extreme cases can result in severe rashes for humans. Yes, I know scorpions and spiders aren't wasps or even insects, but at least they're still in the arthropod family. Maybe manticores are too. And that's my crazy theory. The assorted varieties of griffins and sphinxes exhibit sexual dimorphism because they belong to the ant and wasp family, and manticores are similarly related. Is it true? Of course not, because these creatures don't exist, but that means they can be whatever kind of animal I want them to be. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.